Okay, the first thing you can do if you're running from the last one is go ahead and turn off the separations box. You do not need it anymore. We're now heading into enable track changes on page 376. In many cases, multiple users collaborate on a single document. Designers, editors, content providers, and clients will all go back and forth throughout the design process. Each person in the process will request changes, from changing the highlight color in the document to rewriting copy to fit the defined space. Because the words in a design are a vital part of the client's message, tracking text changes can be useful to make sure all changes are accurate and approved before the job is finalized. So this is like if you are working with a bunch of other people, this is something that you would want to do. So what we are going to do is we're going to go over and grab our text tool, which is the T, and we are going to place the insertion point in any of the story. And then what we'll do is we will go up to type at the very top and go down to track changes, which is about halfway down. And then we are going to, in track changes, enable tracking in all stories and select that. Again, that's type, track changes, enable tracking in all stories. And that should open up a dialog box, which it is not. So just a minute. Okay, it looks like what we have to do is go up and open the track changes pane. So I'm assuming that's going to be under window. No, maybe under type. Type. Hang on, I'm going to pause this and find it. Okay, it says open the track changes panel in the preference dialog box. So what we're going to have to do is go up to edit, all the way down to the bottom to preferences. And then in there, we should be able to find a track changes, and there it is. So I'm going to click it, and it opens up the preferences dialog box right inside of track changes, which you probably cannot see on my screen. But anyway, see if you can follow along. Choose underline in the add text markings. So we're going to go to added text marking instead of marking none, we're going to change that to underline, which is on the right hand side under adding text. We're going to choose red in the deleted text. So in deleted text, we are going to change the bottom one, or let's see, the text color options defines the color highlighted that will identify each one. And red in deleted text, so let's change the text color to red in the drop down box. And then we're going to, once we have done both of those, so in the added text we are underlined, in deleted text we made the text color red. It is also strike throughs. Once I have both of those done, then and only then I click OK to select those changes. Our next step is to find and change text on page 377. You will often need to search and replace specific elements in a layout. We've done this already once before, but we are doing it again. A word, a phrase, a formatting attribute, or even a specific kind of object. InDesign Find and Change dialog box allow you to easily locate exactly what you need, whether your layout is 2 pages or 200. For this brochure, you can use the Find and Change dialog box to correct the name of the client's project. So we are going to navigate to page 1. If you are not on page 1, go down to the bottom. I'm going to go back on my selection tool. And yes, I'm on page 1 at the bottom. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back on my type tool and place the insertion point at the very beginning of the story of that page. So I'm going to start right in front of founded. And then I'm going to go up to edit and down to find and replace, or find and change, excuse me, which is also Control F, and click on that and it opens up a dialog box. And what I want to put in the find what field is what is currently there. They want to change this to Community Arts Council from City Parks and Recreation Guild. So make sure you type it in correctly. What we want to put in the find what box is City Parks and Recreation Guild, and make sure you capitalize according to the book. Once you have that in, you will see that there is a change to field, and what you're going to put in the change to field is you are going to put the Community Arts Council. Make sure again that you capitalize the words correctly as it is in the book. In the search menu, which is just below the Community Arts Council we just typed in, you're going to use the drop down box and change it to document. And then on the right hand side you're going to see a box that says direction, which has forwards and backwards. You're going to make sure that the forward is selected, and you're going to click find next. And it says cannot find match. So hang on a second. Okay, I found out that it said that because I didn't have an S in parks. So now we will try it again. And it highlights it. And then it's found that, and I'm going to click change all, and what it'll do is you'll get a dialog box that shows up that says search is completed, 6 replacements are made. You're going to click OK, and if you take a look down right below you, you will see indeed on the first page that it did change it to Community Arts Council, and it also did all the others at the same time. Let's go ahead and close the box by done and do a Control S to save your work. Now the next step that we're going to go through, which is on page 379, is we're going to find and change text formatting attributes. In addition to finding and replacing specific text, you can also find and replace formatting attributes for both text and objects. For this project, you will need to remove the formatting attributes for both text and objects, and in this, the gray spot color for various layout elements. You can't simply delete the spot color from the swatches panel, however, because that spot color is used in the place logo file. So we are going to use the find and change dialog box to make this kind of replacement relatively easy. So what we're going to do is we are going to go back up to what we'll do is we will just do Control F. That should bring it back up. Yep, it did. And then what we're going to do from here is we are going to delete all the text that we have in the find and replace box. So take all of those out, both in the find what and the change to. You want both of those blank. And then what we are going to do is we are going to choose wildcards. And how we do that is to the right, you're going to see an @ insignia. And in the @ insignia, you're going to choose wildcards down at the bottom. and then you're going to choose any character. So again, to the right of Find What, you click on the @ insignia, go all the way down to the bottom to Wildcards, and choose any character. Now what we're going to do is we are going to click the More options, which is mine is already open. It's on the right hand side. It's kind of an oval button, and make sure you have that clicked, which will show two more options, which is Find Format and Change Format. These are attributes that we can change. And we are going to click the Specify Find button to open it. And it's going to open up the Find Format Stylings. We are going to go down to Character Color. And we are going to choose Pantone 8001C and click OK. And then we are going to go to the Change Format Settings box and click it. And in the Character Color options again, what we are going to do is we are going to select the black swatch and type in the tint. In the tint area, I want you to type in 35% and click OK. And once you have done both of those, make sure that document is still selected in the search box. And then we're going to click Change All. And it said it has made 2 replacements for the color changes. And in the Find Change dialog box, we need to delete both of the Find Format and the Change Format with the little garbage can. So click the garbage can in the Find Format and click the garbage can for the Change Format. And once you've done that, go ahead and click Done and do a Control S to save your work.